Just kidding. Sorry. Because I had to do it really close, so I just figured I may as well kind of scare you into it. I haven't done that in a while either, so I figured it was time for another new scare. Love you. So we are going to do our column addition, and I challenged you last time to keep up with me and keep the pace. Let's see if you can do that again today. Ready? 9. What did you get? Did you get 34? Okay, 3. 23. Did you get 23? 2. 34. Good. Some of you are with me. 3. 27. Good. 2. 27 again. All right, well, let's check and see, because remember last time Mrs. Monroe thought it was great and I messed up on one of them. So that's why we always check. So let's check going up. Ready? 9, 16, 5, 34. Good. Phew, I did it. Oh, sorry, that's, okay, let's do it again. 4. If it's not neat, third grade, do it over, because I need to be able to read them. So wait, what was that again? All right, we're going to do it one more time, because I think it's 34, but I can't remember. Okay, 9, 16, no, it's 16, 24, 25, 34. Yes, 34. 3, 9, 12, 15, 23. Did you get 23 again? Good. 2, 34 again. Excellent. 3, 7, 12, 19, 23, 27. Did you get 27? All right, you have to understand, like, I'm not that fast either, but we're going to keep working at it, so you can do it. All right, so 2, 16, 19, 21, 27. Look, guys. We did it! Both top and bottom are equal. So that means we did it correctly. What is our number? I don't know how well you can see it, but 434. 277,000. Remember that little comma says 1,000. 434. Good job. I hope that you were able to get that, thinking those through. All right, I guess I'll just leave it there. We're going to look at our fractions, and we want to reduce them to the lowest terms. So when we're looking, remember I said start with the easiest thing that I would tell you is to start with your numerator and see if you can divide both. I can divide 8 by itself, but can I divide 20 by 8? No. All right, so then go down. 7, no. 6, no. 5, no. 4. I can divide 8 by 4, but can I divide 20 by 4? Yes, you're right, I can. So that's what we do. Instead of going back from the smallest up, start from the largest and work down, because that will help you. Most of you are doing very well on these, but some of you are so close, you just needed to go down another step because you didn't finish it to the lowest terms. So in order to get to the lowest, we have to choose the highest number, okay? So 8 divided by 4 equals 2, and 20 divided by 4 equals 5. Very good. So 2/5, okay? Because I could have done both by 2. And that's why I say start from the top and go down, because if I just said, oh, divide by 2, then I would end up with 4/10. But is 4/10 as low as I can go? Well, obviously it's not, because 2/5 is. And 4/10, if I decided to divide both the 4 and the 10 by 2, I'm going to end up with 2/5. Okay? So that's why we want to start with the higher number so that we can get to the lowest fraction. Okay, so now we're going to start with 7. Can I divide 7 by itself? Well, of course, you can always divide a number by itself. But can I divide 21 by 7? Yes, I can. If I divide 7 by itself, I end up getting 1. 21 divided by 7 equals 3. So I end up with 1/3. Okay, that's why if you start here, that might be the answer every time. Start with 9. Can I divide 9 by 30 or 30 divided by 9? No, I can't do 30 divided by 9. So I can't use 9. 8, no. 7, 6, no. 5, nope. 4, nope. 3. Oh yeah, I can divide 9 by 3. Can I divide 30 by 3? Sure can. So now I just simply do that. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. And 30 divided by 3 equals, yes, very good. It equals 10. 3/10 is my answer. So we started at the top and worked our way down, and that's where we could figure that out. Start with the numerator first. Can I divide 4 by itself? Of course. Can I divide 44 by 4? Oh, of course. Yeah, because 44 is just 4 double. So if I can divide by 4, then 4 by 4, then I should be able to divide 44 by 4. So what's it going to be? 1/11. Very good. So that's what I want you to recognize and see, okay? Make sure to pay attention to those so you can get that down. Start with the numerator and work your way down. That will be very helpful. If it helps you to write, as you know, all the common factors that are in there, then do that as well. But start at the top and work your way down. That many times is very helpful and a quick, easy way to get through those. All right, now we're going to move over. I guess I don't even have to move you still. This is kind of nice. All right, to our multiplication. But I really want you paying attention because today we added in another little factor because you guys were like, oh, that's so easy. We got that down, Miss Monroe. You said it was going to be easy, and it was. I told you, when I tell you it's going to be easy, I know what I'm talking about because you're smart and you can do it. So today is a little different though, and I want you to see this next part that we're going to be learning. When we work multiplication problems, sometimes we have to carry the number over. Just like we do for regular multiplication and for addition. When we carry, we always add in the carried number. So it doesn't change how we're doing the problem. We cover over and we simply are multiplying what? 25 times 3. We don't need 13 right now. All we need is the 3 in the 13. 25 times 3. When we carry over in a 2-digit, it's just as easy as when we're carrying over it with 1 digit on the bottom, okay? It's the same thing. Before we multiply the tens digit, we can cross out the carrying number that we have so that we can put up another one for the ones digit. Don't worry about that at this moment, but I'll explain that again in just a second. So right now, we're just gonna go 5 times 3, 15. And what do we do with the 1? Right, if it was 25 times 3, we always carried the 1 over to the tens place, right? And you put your plus sign above it, in front of it, right? And then you simply multiply 2 times 3, 6 plus 1, 7, so 75, right? So before we multiply the tens digit, we can cross out the carrying numbers that we use for the ones digit. So since this one has already been used, we can cross that out, okay? Because now we don't want to get it confused and add 1 again, because now we're simply multiplying, covering over the ones place, and we're multiplying 25 times 1. What do we have to do for, yes. I didn't even get a chance to finish saying the question, asking the question, and you already knew. Put your 0 underneath, Miss Monroe. Good job. I have to put my 0 underneath. Then I can multiply 25 times 1. 5 times 1, 5, and 2 times 1, 2. And that's why we crossed out that 1 at the top, so that we didn't think 2 times 1 plus 1. No. We only use that plus 1 when we were dealing with our ones place, because it was 15 and we carry over the 1. okay? So we don't need it when it's 25 times 1. 25 times 1 isn't going to equal 35. 25 times 1 is going to be 25. And then we add our partial products together to get our final product. 5 plus 0, 7 plus 5, carry over my 1, 1 plus 2, and my answer is 325. Okay? See how easy? So it's not that different, it's just being aware of that. After we write the 0 in our partial product, we multiply with the digit in the tens place just like we normally do, and then add those two partial products to get our final product answer. Okay? Come over to the next problem with me. We're not doing 23 times 24. No. Focus on 23 times just the 4 right now. 23 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. My 2 comes down. My 1 goes over the tens place with a plus sign. Once I do that, then I simply am going to multiply like I normally would my 2 times my 4, because I have to multiply 23 times 4. Right now I've only done 3 times 4. Now I need to do 2 times 4. 8 plus my 1, my digit that I carried over, is 9. So I put my 9 here. And then what do? Cross out that 1 because we don't need it now. We already used it. Okay? Now I'm coming over and going to multiply everything times my tens place, so I can cross out that 4 or put my thumb on the 4 so that I can multiply 23 now times 2. But I have to put my 0 first underneath the ones place. Now I simply multiply 23 times 2. 3 times 2. We go in order, always ones place, then tens place. 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 So, oh, that's a good one. So it's ones place, then tens place. Ones place, then tens place. So you go over after you go up and down first, okay? So think that through. That's a good exercise. I might be doing that exercise tonight. So ones place, then tens place, okay? So ones place, then tens place. So 2 times 3 is 6, and then we just multiply 2 times 2, which is 4. We don't need to add the 1 because we already used that for the first part of the problem. And add my partial products. 2 plus 0, 9 plus 6, 15, carry over the 1, 1 plus 4, 5, 552. Easy, right? All right, we're going to practice again. 26 times 14, but right now just 26 times 4. So 6 times 4. My 4 comes down because we write 24 with the 2 in the tens place and the 4 in the ones place. So we carry over the 2 with a plus sign in front of it, so we know we add it rather than try to multiply it with that. So 24, and now I'm going to multiply my 2 times my 4. 8 plus 2 is 10. Well, since there's no other number to carry it to, if there was a hundredths place, I would carry my 1 over there, but just as if I were to write 26 times 4 here, I do 4, 2 with a plus sign, 8, and then 10. Just like I do that here, that's the same thing I'm doing here. You put the 1 right in front of your 0 because there's no place to carry it to. There's no other hundredths place. So my answer, 26 times 4 is 104, okay? Then my 0 goes in my ones place, and now I'm simply, gonna cross out my plus 2 so I don't get it confused. Now that I'm multiplying 26 times my 10, 26 times my 1, my tens place, I bring the 6 down, and then bring 2 times 1, the 2 down, and I'm done. And now I add my partial products. 4 plus 0, 0 plus 6, and 2 plus 1, 364. Right? Get it? Getting it? I know you are. All right, last one. I know, you're like, but we got it already. I know you do, but I just want to make sure it's really saturated in your brain, okay? 56 times 3. So we're just going to do 6 times 3 first. 6 times 3 equals 18. Bring down the 8, carry over the 1 with a plus sign, okay? And then we're simply multiplying my tens place times my 1. 5 times 3, 15 plus 1, 16, and we just bring the 16 down because there's no hundreds place. If there were a hundreds place that we had up here, then we would carry over to the hundreds place, but we don't. It just goes in front of my tens place, okay? Cross out the number that we carried over, put a 0 in my ones place, and now I'm simply multiplying, cover over that 3, 56 times 1, or 56 times 10. 6 times 1, 6, ones place first, then tens place, and 5 times 1, 5. And then add those together. 8 plus 0, 6 plus 6, carry over the 1, 5 plus 1 plus 1, 7, 728, okay? So that's all that it is. When you are multiplying and carrying, and you have carrying, you're just carrying it over where it's supposed to go, where we would normally carry it over, and then cross it out because you're not going to carry it for the second part of the problem because you're only multiplying 25 times 1 or 23 times 2, and you don't have to carry over or have any numbers left for that. So think that through carefully. Then you are going to be going to your page. Sorry. Let me do this really quickly so you can get to that and I can do that with you. Page 291. And it gives you multiplication with carrying in the box. Multiply 34 by 5, carrying to the tens place. Cross out any carrying number, shows you that there. And then multiply 34 times 1. Move over 1 space and write a 0 in the ones place before you multiply, and then add the 2 partial products. So it's the stuff that you already know, so just think that through carefully as you are doing that. For section 1, that's what you're doing. Then section 2, find the averages. So this one, I wish I might just do a video about averages because some of you aren't doing them. Just because the numbers are written across doesn't mean you can't do them. It wants you to write the numbers going down and then divide. So I think I'm gonna come back and do a video on that. Then find the fractional part of each whole number. You've got your story problems there. Look at those story problems carefully. I might even come back and do or talk those through a little bit more. Follow the signs, simple, divide, write the temperatures, and then what is the missing number in this sequence? So look and see what the missing number is in that sequence of numbers. All right, I'm gonna try to, let you go for this one so it's not overtaking too long, but then we'll come back with the other. I wanna review averaging and talk through the story problems. All right, I'll be back in a little bit.